What is up, perps? So we got another video for you today. This one's a little bit different. So a couple of senators, led by Mike Lee, wrote a letter to the ATF on the 11th of this month, um, basically requesting from the ATF an answer for some of the things that they're doing at this time, like they're ruling on solvent traps and denying Form 1s and the FRT triggers. Now, this is kind of a timely video due to one of my small exchanges with some of my senators these days who apparently can't seem to find the time to defend the rights of the people who are voting for them. So, yes, Senator Tuberville, this is another question that I have for you, why you couldn't seem to find the time to at least sign your name on this letter. If you do, in fact, want to defend the freedoms and rights of those who vote for you. And if you can't get up and do things like this, then yes, I will spend the rest of my time campaigning against you. And I certainly will not vote for you again because looking at your voting record and a lot of the things that you have put up to vote on in your bills, you're spending a whole lot of time doing exactly nothing to defend the rights of people who you should be defending. So let's do a screen share as always. Make sure we crank the music on. And let's take a look at this. Let me reel this up to words. So this is Mike Lee, his page. So Senator Lee leads letter to defend the Second Amendment. Today, a group of 20 senators in a letter to the Attorney General and the Acting Director of the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms expressing concern over the ATF's use of secret and internal guidance. So this is all their internal little memos back and forth that don't let the public know what they're looking for, but they're telling law enforcement these things are illegal and you guys need to confiscate said items and possibly arrest whoever has them. Which is always nice when you have a government agency running out here doing secret documents and direction to other law enforcement agencies, locking people up that are no threat to the public whatsoever. Thanks for that one. Let's see. And down at the bottom of this, you can click on it and it'll give you a copy of the letter. If I can get my shit straight when I post this video, I'll post all the links to this stuff. So, in part, the letter reads, "We write to express our grave concern over the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives continued pattern of enforcing secret guidance. This secret guidance was brought to our attention by those who have received recent threatening letters where the ATF makes blanket threats based on the recipient allegedly purchasing and possessing various firearms accessories, one of which are illegal based on none of which are illegal based on any statute or regulation. FRTs are mentioned in this. Solvent traps are mentioned in this because these things matter. The definition of a machine gun matters. It is a legal definition. The ATF right now, in their, I would say, infinite wisdom, is reinterpreting these statutes as they go so that your average person could run afoul of their regulations and possibly go to prison for 10 years for nothing. I have serious issues. Bring that down. I have serious issues with things like this. One, because people who bought solvent traps and people who bought FRTs are no threat to the public. They are not out committing crimes with these. They are not out robbing banks, raping, murdering, doing whatever with these things. much in the way that if somebody has a braced pistol and they are not committing violent crimes with said object, then this shouldn't even be an issue. Um, so, my senators are not on this list of senators who signed on to said letter, because apparently my senators don't give a rat's ass about, I don't know, freedom, the rule of law, things like that. Um, so, yeah, and I will throw this in the link to this video in a message to my senators, to personally call them out, because what are you guys doing besides my daylight savings? Um, I don't know about the rest of all freedom loving Americans, but we really could not care less about daylight savings time on an average day, especially when there are people getting thrown in prison, or at the very least spending thousands and thousands of dollars and having their life ruined because they had a piece of pipe with two end caps on it, or because they purchased another legal product. Um, and seeing as how our illustrious Senate is supposed to have oversight of these agencies, it would be really nice if our senators would get off their collective asses, and do something about the actions of the ATF. Just saying, it would be nice. Um, so let's see. This is the text of the letter. I do believe this is off of GOA's website. Hold on, let me go back and let's look at this list of senators, because we need to applaud said senators for actually taking somewhat of a stand for our rights. So, Senator Mike Lee, Senator James Wright, Tom Tillis, Rick Scott is on here, another good one. Cynthia Loomis, Mike Braun, Cindy Hyde Smith actually signed on to this. So if Cindy Hyde Smith is your senator, give her a high five, because she is actually trying to defend your rights. Marsha Blackburn, oh my God, you could knock me over with a feather. Marsha Blackburn signed on to this. James Lankford, Kevin Kramer, John Boozman, Bill Haggerty. Oh my God, Lindsey Graham's actually on this. The Graham actually reached down into his pants and found something, and signed on this letter. Let's see, Graham, Hoven, Brasso, John Brasso. I've watched him in a lot of hearings. All right. Crapo, Chuck Grassley. Another one you could probably knock me over with a feather, but hey, at least he's at least signed his name on it. I'll give him that. Ben Sass. Ben Sass is a guy I've watched in a lot of hearings. Seems to be all right. Tim Scott. You guys that have Tim Scott as a senator, thank your lucky stars. Ted Cruz, although I don't agree with some of the things with Ted Cruz in recent history, hey, at least he signed on to this. Where are my guys from Alabama at? Missing in action, doing shit about daylight savings time, signing on to the omnibus bills and spending billions of dollars. And I'm sure some of these asshats signed on to the omnibus bill too, but I'm going to give them credit where credit's due, because they at least signed on to this letter. And some of them actually are sponsoring some legislation in Congress, to actually restore some of our rights and reel in the the ATF, those who shoot dogs. So, before I go too far off the rails, kids, I think I'm going to end this video here. Look in here, you see your senator's name, do us all a favor, write them a letter thanking them. I might write a couple letters and see if I can get it to them, even though they're not my senators, and getting letters and stuff to people who are not your senators is a pain. It's more than a pain than getting your own senators to respond to you with anything other than form letters. Um, again, thank you, Tommy Tuberville, for that letter. Um, so, again, I'm going to end that one here. Just realize there are actually some senators who have found enough of their gonads to actually try to write to the ATF and have the ATF explain themselves. Like I said, they are supposed to be the ones that have oversight capabilities when it comes to the ATF and other agencies like this. So, y'all be cool, perps. I am out and probably going to try to film another video here in a couple minutes. So, y'all be cool.